We finally saw the Fed raise interest rates last week. What does this mean for you? What does this mean for housing potentially? I'm going to talk about that today on today's market update. So thanks for tuning in. Now, if you aren't already aware, we've been watching interest rates for mortgages steadily creep up since the beginning of the year in anticipation of what we just saw happen last week at the Federal Reserve meeting where they hiked interest rates. Now, just to kind of clarify as well, the Fed fund rate is what was increased by the Fed, not mortgage rates directly. There is a trickle-down effect on anything interest rate related when the Fed raises the Fed fund rate. Mortgage rates, however, tend to fall in line more specifically with the 10-year Treasury yield. And just to kind of clarify on that, I hear a lot of people asking about that. Now, obviously, the Federal Reserve is raising interest rates to contain inflation and basically fix the problem they created when they lowered rates so low. This is not an economics video, so I'm not going to go too deep into that. I want to stay more on the real estate side of it. So how is this going to affect me if I'm buying a house or me if I'm selling a house? So ultimately, if you are a buyer, this means it is going to be more expensive for you to purchase a home if you are obtaining a loan to purchase a property. So you're going to have a higher monthly payment. Now, if I'm a seller, potentially I'm going to see less demand for my house because higher interest rates affect how much buyer spending power is available, right? The higher rates mean buyers can't borrow as much money and spend as much money. So we're not seeing anything too significant yet because inventory is still so very low. But if we see rates continue above 5% by the end of the year, that's going to be pretty significant. And this is just one of the 7 expected rate hikes in 2022. So we'll have to see where we're at by the end of the year. And I don't care where inventories are at, or where inventory levels are at rather. But if we're dealing with above 5% interest rates by the end of the year, surely we're going to see some significant downward pressure on prices. So I'll be keeping an eye on that for you. I'll be letting you know what's going on locally. If you got any questions, comments, post that stuff, and we'll see you next time.